Rowan Sean of Goodee Carrigadrahad. We are here today for the 1989 Mid-Cork Junior Football Championship Finals, which features Inniscarra and Ballingeary. These sides have never met in a final before. In fact, Inniscarra are contesting their first Junior Football Championship final since 1941. Ballingeary were in the final 2 years ago when they lost to Kilmichael, so they will be hoping today to make amends for that defeat. They lost in 77, but they won it last in 65. So both teams really here today will be hungry for success, and we should see a great game of football as a result. Conditions here in Carrigadrahad are ideal. Just a breeze blowing from left to right as we look onto the pitch now. And at the moment, you see both teams have just come out onto the field. They are playing as they are on the programme, which is as follows. Ballingeary in goals, Lee Muscanlawn, right full-back, Ruhuro Lehan, full-back, Brandon O'Tuma, and in the other corner, Mihala Concannon. Tiger Deneen is at half-back, Kevin Driscoll centre-back, and Gerard Creed on the left. Midfield, Mihala Luce and Sean Concannon, and their half-hour line is comprised of Fergal Brannock, Kevin Concannon, and Donald Merle. And their full line is Padraig O'Lehan, Sean O'Driscoll, and 15, Donica Shorten. Inniscarra line out also is on the programme. In goals, Greg Cotter, right full-back, Jeromani, full-back, Jara Holland, and left full-back, John Ahern. Half line is Tim Murray, Joe Hurley, and Jerry Linehan. In the middle of the field, they have 8, Martin McDonnell, and 9, Keane Holland. Their half-hour line is made up of Brendan O'Donoghue, Patsy O'Connell, and Derry Murphy, and their full line, Tim McCarthy, Ger Manley, and Ronan Maher. Very shortly be starting the game now. Ballingeary just getting their photograph taken. We've just been listening to music from the Blarney band there, and a huge crowd here in Carrigadrahad today for proceedings, which will be starting shortly. Johnny Crowley, the referee from Kilmichael, well-known activist in Mid-Cork GA circles. He was whistling up there, and it will be interesting to see which team will win the toss, because there is a nice strong breeze, as I mentioned, blowing from left to right here in Carrigadrahad today. Well, we're just awaiting the parade here now behind the Blarney Brass and Reed Band. Johnny Crowley, the Kilmichael official, is exhorting both teams to get into line and get the parade started, as it will shortly be 4 o'clock. A huge crowd over in the far bank there awaiting the beginning of proceedings, and I'm sure all the players out there will be only too delighted to get this parade out of the way and get into the action. Inniscarra now are joining their Ballingeary counterparts in lining up behind the band, and very shortly we will be seeing the start of the Mid-Cork Junior Football Championship Final for 1989. I do believe that Ballingeary won the toss, and I believe they have opted to play with the breeze, which means as we watch they will be playing from left to right. Well, as you see, the parade has just begun. On the way to the final, these two teams have met some very stiff opposition. Inniscarra in their first round overcame Kilnamatra. In the next round, they overcame a fancied side, Blarney, to reach the semi-final. At that stage, Inchigeelagh were the popular favourites, but Inniscarra turned the form book round and won that one as well by a point. And very impressive indeed have been their performances up to now. Ballingeary, on the other hand, met Kenny in the first round, host of today's game, and they really upset the form book there when they beat the early season favourites, but in a thrilling game in Anahala. Then in the quarter-final against Aero Oak, they were in real good form when they had a fabulous victory by a wide margin. It took them 2 games in the semi-final to overcome Ahina, but they did that in the end, and as a result, then their credentials are very good indeed, having overcome such stiff opposition on their way to the final. Today it should be a good tight game indeed between these two sides, even though Ballingeary might be slightly more experienced in the sense that they contested their last A final in 87, when Ballingeary were actually playing B football, so it's when Inniscarra were actually playing B football, so it's a great tribute to Inniscarra to be here today, having won the Mid-Cork B Championship on that occasion, winning the county, and this is only their second year in Junior A since they came back up, and indeed their record speaks for itself. So very shortly now you will see the breakup of the teams, and the game will commence on time. There you see the two captains at the helm of their teams. John O'Driscoll, of course, the popular Cork footballer, is number 14 and captain of Ballingeary, while the Inniscarra team are led by their right full-back, Jeromani. Of course, Inniscarra obviously will be playing in their traditional blue and white hoops, and Inniscarra in their red jerseys and usually black togs. Well, the scene is now set for this Mid-Cork Junior Football Championship final, which has been eagerly waited with quite a long time. I see the Ballingeary team are regrouping there in the middle of the field just before it starts in traditional haka style. Inniscarra lining out, getting ready for the fray, and now so everything will be set for the commencement of this game. Well, right, then you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We're ready to commence this Mid-Cork Junior Football Championship final. Johnny Crowley just awaiting now for the brass band to leave the field, and it'll be then all systems go for both sides. Ballingeary aided by quite a nice breeze in this first half, so they will hopefully be hoping to build up a lead for themselves before they face into the second half. Well, we shall just have to wait just another moment or two to see whether they can achieve that. Johnny Crowley is now satisfied, I think, that everything is in order. He looks at his watch. I think he'll just pick up that ball any moment now, and the game is just commencing. Mid-Cork Junior Football Championship. Micheál Lucy, first catch for almost for Ballingeary, but Mark McDonald manages to get it away. And there comes Ballingeary man Keane Holland, pick it up for Inniscarra. Nice ball out here, but Fergal Brannock manages to get his hand to it. Mark McDonald again out to Keane Holland for Inniscarra. Good ball here into number 12, Jerry Murphy. Jerry Murphy trying to go toe to hand, making the first attack in here. A low ball in towards, but it's Brandy Toomey for Ballingeary. Their ever reliable fullback picking up that ball. He was fouled as he came out of it, and the first free of the game after just a minute of play is for Ballingeary. This will be taken by Brown Don himself, Brandy as he's affectionately known as to his Ballingeary followers, getting ready to kick this one about 40 metres from his 50 metres from his own goals. A fine kick it is over to the middle of the field, where they go up for it there, and it's picked up there on number 12 for Ballingeary, and towards Dennis Shorten getting possession very well indeed, lofting a high one in. That's meant for John O'Driscoll. It's going to be taken by Jerry Linehan, however, for Inniscarra, bursting his way out. Good play by him. Good ball to Tim Murray. Tim Murray now throwing the hand in the middle of the field, looking up and driving a good ball over this side, but it's well intercepted there by Crahura O'Lehan. Connie getting down to this side, where it's almost got there by Jerry Linehan again. Jerry Linehan very much to the forefront in the first couple of minutes. Left it out on this side, and it's gone out over the sideline, so I think that'll be a line ball to Ballingeary on the about the 60 metres out, 55 metres out from their own goals. And that will be taken by centre-back Kevin Driscoll, and he has a massive kick of a ball. This could be dropping anywhere in around the goal mouth area, where Ballingeary have their high fielders perched at this moment, Kevin Concannon and John O'Driscoll. There's Kevin Driscoll, his brother, and it's a fine kick in across the goals. Up goes John O'Driscoll, and he manages to get his hands on it. He's going right inside, a fabulous catch by him. He's gone right through. It's hit the post, and off the post and wide, I think. And that was incredible let off for Inniscarra in the first seconds of this game. First minute, John O'Driscoll fielded that beautifully, cut inside, and was most unfortunate not to put that ball in the net. Well, a let off for Inniscarra, there's no doubt about it. But if that's a sign of what's to come, then they will have to beware this man at full forward, John O'Driscoll. Well, Inniscarra goalkeeper, Greg Cotter, getting ready to kick this one out. It'll be interesting to see how far he can drive this one against the breeze. Where he aims it, he kicks it right out the middle. It's taken there by Keane Holland, well taken by him. Michal Lucy hassling him there, so it's a free to Keane Holland, justifiably so. And it will be taken by Gerald Lenihan, placing the ball now here. He is marking his opposite number is 10 there for Ballingeary is Fergal Welsh. Here comes Jerry Lenihan trying to veer it to this side here for Jerry Murphy's going to beat him over there, and I think this is going to be a Ballingeary ball again. It's going to be taken this time possibly by Michal Lucy. No, he lets it go. It's going to be Kevin Driscoll again. Kevin is going to try and loft another one in towards the goals. The last one was a very successful attempt. He won't get this one quite as far because it's from the middle of the field, which is about 75 metres out, but nevertheless it'll go a long ways. There he goes now. A fine kick again, a massive kick right in again where he got the last one, and it's going to run loose in there. Is Dennis shotting onto it? No, he's not, and it's a free out for the Inniscarra full-back. I think that was Joe Hurley, the centre back there indeed, who went down on that ball. A quick free here from Greg Cotter, a good one. Two over here to Germani in the right corner, their captain. Germani now trying to set things up for Inniscarra. He lets go with a long ball, but it's only straight into the path of Sean Concannon. Sean Concannon with a quick ball towards John O'Driscoll. It defeats him, and instead here it's John Ahern coming out there, the man with the beard, but he only gets it as far here to the left half forward. Can't get it in. That was Patsy O'Connell now, the centre forward, coming all the way back to his half line to help out. But coming out here is Tygo Dushgoals, or rather, Kevin Concannon with the ball. He's being hassled here by Joe Hurley. He manages to get it in, and Joe Hurley concedes the free, and it's another free for Ballingeary. This one about 50 metres out. The two Driscolls are coming to the ball. Which one of them is going to take it? Both of them seem anxious to take it. Kevin is going to take a fast one, I think, but now he's not. Is he going to let it to Jono? Yes, he is. Jono, the captain of the team. Well, he's already had one chance. He was rather unfortunate that one hit the post and went wide. This time he's hoping to do better. It's about 52 metres out. Quite a kick, but he's got the breeze. It's swinging left. It might be too long. It is too long, and it's gone wide. Well, that's the start of the game here. 2 wides for Ballingeary. They'd want to be tacking on a score or two at this stage. It's 5 minutes gone. Greg Cotter getting ready on the edge of his own square to take another kick out. Well, as expected with the breeze, Ballingeary will have the advantage in this half. They've had it so far. Greg Cotter now getting ready to kick this one out. It's fairly low, right to Michal Lucy. Michal Lucy fisting it in towards John O'Driscoll, but knocked down by Jarrah Holland. But Driscoll gets the ball again, and he's being fouled as he goes through, and it's a free in for Ballingeary, and this one will be taken by none other than number 10, Fergal Brannock. Fergal Welsh, the man with the left boot, the golden boot as far as Ballingeary are concerned when it comes to frees on the right hand side of the field. This should be a point, judging by the ones he's put over in the championship earlier this year. He's steadying himself. He's getting ready. Very important kick for Ballingeary. Yes, it's straight and through, no question about it. Ballingeary 1 point, Inniscarra no score. That will do a lot to lift the Ballingeary morale. They needed a point at this stage, and Greg Cotter will need to kick another one out. This time it'll be from the 21 metre line. He's got no ball, and I think it's being kicked out there to him now at this stage. 1 point to nothing then. Johnny Crowley there doing the needful, kicking the ball back to Greg Cotter. Greg Cotter in his blue jersey, white togs, getting ready. He'll be hoping to push this one out to the wings. I'd say the last couple weren't as successful. They came back into him. Yes, he swings a very good one this time over to the far side of the field, where it's well taken by Kevin Concannon. Beautiful catch by him, but it's well blocked in return by Tim Murray, the Inniscarra wing back, but it's beaten him out over the line, and it's going to be a line ball for Ballingeary. Kevin Concannon considered a quick one. No, he's decided to let it to Kevin Driscoll, the man with the long kick. He's got a fine thump. Here he comes now again. He'll be hoping to loft this one into his brother John again. He's being marked by the very good Inniscarra full-back, Darragh Holland. It's in between the two of them again. It's a question of who gets up highest. Dara Holland almost got to it. John O'Driscoll almost got to it, but neither of them in the end. And it's taken, I think, by Joe Hurley out to Tim Murray. Tim Murray to Ger Hurley. Ger Hurley busting his way out. He's being well flattened there by Kevin Concannon. Fisted out there to the far wing. Brendan O'Donoghue being closely marked by Gar Creed. And it's a free to Brendan O'Donoghue on his own 40-50 metre line. And such is the pressure at the moment Ballingeary are exerting that most of the Inniscarra half-hour line in fairness have to come all the ways out to midfield and in their own half-back line to get the ball. It's kicked out, a fine kick actually that time, but it's well taken here by wing-back Tig Driscoll now. Oh, but it's well blocked again by Inniscarra Derry Murphy, and indeed in this early stages of the game there have been quite a few block downs on both sides, but more so by Inniscarra, such as the closeness of marking. Derry Murphy there, free kick taken, or the wing ball, the sideline taken. It's Brendan Donoghue with the ball, trying to let it in low. Tim McCarthy trying to go down it there. John Crowley decides that it's the linesman's decision he's going to accept, and it's going to be taken in the far side there by Patsy O'Connell now lining up to take this on the centre half hour, number 11. Germanley's going for a quick one. He gives it to him. He gets it to Germanley, real danger man. Left footed, lovely little pass over to this side, where it's taken by number Jerry Murphy. Jerry Murphy gets inside his man. Good play by him. He's fortunate enough to get in away with that. He tries a kick in towards the goals, and it's gone wide. That was Inniscarra's first attack, promising for a while, but then the ball just ran loose from Derry Murphy and he couldn't do very much with it. It's gone wide. But Inniscarra will be glad that they have got the ball up into the Ballingeary area, and hopefully they will try and pin it down there from their point of view. The kick out for Ballingeary will be taken by Brown Down Atuma. Brandy getting ready to take one of his specials. Having an eye on things, see how things are out there. Where's he going to drive it? He's kept it to his own wing away up there. It's a good kick droppy on the 55 metre line, but it's brilliant catch by Brendan O'Donoghue. Fabulous catch there, but the ball was taken away from him. He lost it, and it's gone over here to Kevin Concannon and Joe Hurley. Concannon is first. He's being fouled by Joe Hurley, and it's a free to Ballingeary on the 50 metre line, on the 70 metre line actually, and it'll be taken, I'd say, by none other than Kevin Driscoll. And that was a good play there, quick moving by Ballingeary to get that ball after they initially had lost their kick out. Kevin Driscoll teeing it up for himself. Again, it'll drop in around the goal mouth. A lovely kick, a dropping ball in there. Concannon is up, and a beautiful catch and a lovely left kick, but it's just gone wide for him. He was unfortunate that left boot of his didn't connect properly with that one. It was a good effort, but it swung to the left and swung wide. Well, at this moment, Ballingeary still lead by that solitary point to no score. The breeze is definitely a strong factor in this game, but I suppose we can't complain. Conditions are ideal other than that. The kick out, great cutter, busy man so far. That's his fourth or fifth kick out. Out the hanger up in the middle of the air there, taken away by Artin McDonnell over here, but Tig Driscoll, the wing back, is first to it. Over there is taken now by Sean Concannon, a nice little ball, but it's well taken by the goalkeeper, Greg Cotter, and a great ball by him out to Germany, the cornerback. That was a super pass by the goalkeeper. He gives it to Tim Murray, the wingback. Tim Murray very composed on the ball, and a good pass by him to Cian Holland. Good move here by Inniscarra. 3 good passes. Cian Holland now rounding 2 Ballingeary players, having a good look, and a fine punted pass to the far side. Tim McCarthy, but it's picked up instead by Germany. Germany, the roving full forward at the moment. He tries to get inside his man. He's fouled as he does so, says referee Johnny Crowley, and the free is to Inniscarra. That was very good play by Inniscarra. They worked that ball all the way from their own goal mouth there with some very precision passing. It could be a sign of things to come. If they can play that kind of game, they'll be hard to stop indeed. But this free, I think, will be taken by Germany himself. It looks like over there, number 14. In fact, the 2 full forwards here are vital cogs in both teams. John O'Driscoll obviously in the Ballingeary team, but Germany is equally important, I think, to Inniscarra. He's steadying up now here, kicking it with the left boot. It's a good kick right across the goals, but I don't think it's swung enough, has it? It's gone over, indeed it has. That was an excellent point by Germanley. I thought it perhaps had swung too much to the right, but an excellent kick from far out in the right wing. That's really well done by him, and so he ties the score at 1 point each. Kick out will be taken again by Brandy Toomey. He's on his 21 metre line this time. I think he'll be aiming this out here right as far as he can drive it now. Brandy trying to pick out. It'll probably come to this wing towards Michal Lucy, and I would say Cian Holland. Yes, that's exactly where he's trying to put it. Up they go, and neither of them get it. Kevin Concannon gets a booted. Here's Concannon coming to this near ring, and well done by Kevin Concannon as he managed to play that ball back in there to his cornerback, Rahul O'Lehan. O'Lehan back to Concannon. Kevin Concannon manages to belt it on. Good. It's worked well for him at this stage. It's into the middle. There goes his brother Sean Concannon, but he didn't manage to get it. Instead it's Joe Hurley. No, yeah, it's Martin McDonald actually who drives it out there, and now at this stage it's stopped again by Inniscarra. Germany block it down there, doing great work for Inniscarra. Tim Murray on the ball. There's a Shamazel going on in the middle. There's boots flying and all sorts of things, but it's all in good sport. And John Crowley decides to call a halt and throw the ball up between them, which indeed was the fairest decision in the circumstances. He's going to throw it up here, I think, between Micheál Lucy and Keane Holland, the two tall men in the middle of the field. Up they go for it. Colin manages, I think, to get his hand. He does. He hasn't got it in his hand, but it's knocked out of his hand. Things are getting a bit scrappy at the moment. Tim Murray booted up there, up a good bit, and it's Tim McCarthy trying to get it. He manages to get. He doesn't get down. It's another Shamazel. Legs are flying. I think has he blown? He has. Yes, it's going to be a free in this time too in Inniscarra. I think possibly because the Ballingeary player was holding the ball between his legs on the ground. Possibly it's the only infringement I could see anyway. So this one will be, I suppose, another one for Germanley. No, it's not. It's the wing back Tim Murray. It's far out. It's 45 metres out. Tim Murray will try and loft this one in against the breeze. He wouldn't be expected to put it over, I imagine. Nonetheless, one never knows until he's kicked it. He's going back now, steadying up. Ballingeary are back in numbers there. I see Kevin Driscoll and many more on the end line. It's a very nice kick, and it's a beautiful kick. Well, that was some kick by Tim Murray, wing back there for Inniscarra, as he planted that ball over the bar from all of 55 metres against the breeze. Well, that's an excellent kick from him, and now Inniscarra are in the lead 2 points to 1. Well, Inniscarra are making maximum use of their possession. They've had 2 points from 3 efforts. Ballingeary, on the other hand, have had 1 point from 4 efforts. So Ballingeary will definitely need to sharpen up a little bit, I think, at this stage. Just about 12 minutes gone, 13 at the low one from Brandy Toomey to the far wing there, but I think Garrett Creed was fouled as he went for that ball, pushed in the back. It's going to be his free, and it's going to be taken by Kevin Driscoll, no doubt. And he'll try to loft the ball down into the Inniscarra half of the field again, take the pressure off his own backs. Kevin steadying it up now, having a look around the place. Another one of his fine kicks right towards Kevin Concannon. Oh, he's almost there, but it's well blocked out by Joe Hurley. Tim Murray, the wing-back, is very sharp there, coming out with the ball. He's still going strong. Good play by him. Low ball here towards Patsy O'Connell. Patsy O'Connell, the centre forward. Turn to hand, Inniscarra managed to bring this ball all the way down again, and a great ball by him in towards Tim McCarthy. Tim McCarthy is onto it. He's being shadowed by Michael Concannon. He gets around him. He swings it with the left boot. If that's a point, it's a beauty. No, it's not. It's just swung to the right and wide. But in the circumstances, he was quite right to have a go. Inniscarra playing very, very good football at this moment, very early in the game, despite the fact that they're playing against the breeze. Goalkeeper this time, Limos Gannon. He will be taking this one himself from the edge of his own area. He swings a good kick out to this side of the field. No reason why he shouldn't take them all like that, and that's a fine fetch by Derry Murphy, the wing back. Oh, and he almost laid a beautiful ball on for John Manley, but I think I wasn't quite sure. I thought he was going to lay it on for John Manley, but it swung to the left and it went wide. But there was a slight opening there for just a moment, but it was a fine catch nonetheless by the wing forward here, Derry Murphy, whose fetching in the air already has been exemplary in this game. Another kick out for Liam Scanlon. So the tide has turned somewhat here. Ballingeary, the early pressers in this game are now finding themselves under a little bit of pressure. This one isn't quite as good as the last one. Keane Holland goes up for Kevin Driscoll, bats it down, but it's Germany, the full forward, picking it up. Jar trying to go in. He's brought to the ground by Brandy Toomey, and it's a free in far Inniscarra. This one is about 30 metres out. It's on the other side of the post. Will Jar go himself? I think he will have a go himself. They're going to place the ball. Already Inniscarra have got 2 frees, reasonably scoreable efforts. 2 different players took them, and both were put over the bar. Jar himself is going to have a go at this one. This one might be with his right leg, by the way he's standing back. He took the first one with his left and swung it over. This one looks like it's going to be with his right. If it is, it'll be amazing. It is with the right. It's not going to curl enough, but it's not going to go wide either. It's well blocked down in there, but it's well picked up by the Ballingeary cornerback, and he's lost it, but well blocked down by Mick Lucy, I think it was, who blocked the shot. But anyway, it didn't matter because it's a free out for Ballingeary. Danger all at this moment around the Ballingeary goal mouth. They'll need to withstand this and get this ball down if they can. Limos Gannon, their ever reliable goalkeeper, will take this kick out, or this free, about 15-20 metres outside his own goals. Here comes It's a very nice kick away over to the middle of the field. It's well taken there almost by Michael Concannon. It is taken by him and Sean Concannon, I should say. His left boot drive it down the middle towards it. Should reach John O'Driscoll. No, it doesn't. Germani has it there. He beats Dennis Shorten to it very well indeed. Takes it well and fists it out under pressure. He does very well to get it to Tim Murray, to Joe Hurley. Joe Hurley, their centre back, absolutely barging out there with his shoulder. A great shoulder challenge, and he gets away with it out to this side, and it's very well played by Cian Holland, the midfielder, and he's playing very inside, and he's gone around Micheál Lucy. He's going in for goal. Is he going to go himself? He should go for a point. He doesn't. And now he tries to give it back to John Manley. It might be too late. Manley gets it. He's cut right through. And Kevin Driscoll trying to... and he takes a shot, but it's well taken by Liam Oscanlan. Oscanlan is being pushed out over the end line. And Johnny Crowley, yes, he doesn't give the free. He gives the 45, and quite possible, I think he was right. Liam Oscanlan had, I'd say, emerged from his own area where he cannot be challenged. But he had come out and was shouldered over the sideline by the vigilant corner forward for Inniscarra, and I think it's going to be Tim Murray, the wing-back, number 5, who will attempt to kick this one. Remember, he kicked a mighty one while ago from almost the same distance. Well, this will be a truly remarkable effort if he manages to put it over the bar from this distance against this breeze. He's setting it up. Ballingeary at the moment are under fair pressure indeed from Inniscarra. The referee is having no more of this time wasting as he tells Tim Murray to get a move on, and Murray now is getting ready to kick. He drives a good one. It's going to drop in there fairly close to the goals. Up high it goes. Concannon almost got a hand to it, but instead it's taken by his brother Sean Concannon. Sean Concannon, a good ball over to the far wing where it's going to be taken where it is taken by Donald Murraha. Out here to Kevin Concannon trying to keep the ball in play. He succeeds, but it's to Germani, the ever vigilant corner, back to Tim Murray. Tim Murray now drive it low over to Martin McDonald. Inniscarra very precise in their passing. McDonald making a burst for it. He's being harassed by Concannon, by Michael Concannon, and by Sean Concannon. And instead it's a free to Tim Murray. Indeed will be the taker for Inniscarra, as Martin McDonald made an effort to go through. Johnny Leary has a problem with his shoelace, or Johnny Crowley has a problem with his lace. He's all right now. Tim Murray is going to take it. Will he take a quick one? No, he won't. Martin McDonald is close, but he's not going to give it to him. Instead he's going to lob it in towards Germani. He lobs it in. It's swinging to the right. The breeze is pulling him all the way. It's well taken inside there by Brendan O'Donoghue, the wing forward, out to Germani. Germani with a kick, and I'd say that's a point. Yes, that's precise. Once Manley gets the ball around goals like that, you can be sure if he gets a free shot it'll go over the bar. A good point by Inniscarra. Against the breeze, they're doing very well. They're looking very composed at the back. They're working the ball excellently out of defence, passing it around, finding their men, working it up to their full line, and taking some very good scores. Ballingeary definitely need to start moving. They're doing some switches. Sean Concannon and Kevin Concannon are switching. Sean's gone centre forward, Kevin's gone midfield. They would need to do something like that to swing the play around. They need to get the ball into their full forward, John O'Driscoll. They're not doing that at the moment. Kick out, Micheál Lucy almost gets his hand, he did, but he didn't do it. Instead it's taken by Fergal Welch. A good ball by him. Dennis Shorten and Germani. Manny is first to the ball. Excellent play, but Shorten knocks it out of his hand. It's now taken by Conleyhan. Conleyhan trying to get up. He does out to Fergal Welch, and there's a chance here now. It's number 15, Shorty, and it's hit the post, and that's tough. Look, that's twice it's hit the post now for Ballingeary. They've been unlucky, but the ever-vigilant Dara Holland kicks it out. Not very good kick there to number 12. John O'Driscoll has it now. 14. He's been surrounded by a posse of defenders. Now he gets it to Sean Concannon. Sean Concannon with a massive kick. If that's a point, it's a beauty. No, it's not a point. It's gone to the left and gone wide. A very good effort indeed. Dennis Shorten will be very disappointed with his effort. He was straight through. It was an awkward little one. The wind took it a slight bit to the left, but in the end it hit the post. But it's still not a point, and so the score remains as it does. 3 points to 1 in favour of the blue and white Inniscarra. They'll be very happy with that scoreline. There's 20 minutes gone in the game, and they're leading, and they're playing against the breeze. Greg Cotter, their goalkeeper, he was very busy early on, not quite as busy now, but the wind is holding up that ball. A strong breeze is growing now. It's knocked down in there to Dennis Shorten, and a lovely ball in here to Micheál Lucy. Micheál Lucy back out again towards Dennis Shorten, but it's very high ball, not suitable for him, I think, really, in the circumstances, but that's a Ballingeary line ball. I suspect it was knocked away from Dennis Shorten. I think it's an Inniscarra ball. I thought it was fisted out by an Inniscarra member who went off a Ballingeary man's hands, obviously. Lion Germani, the cornerback there, and their captain, and he will be seeking to drive this one out 40-50 metres from his own goals. There he comes now. A good ball by him into the middle, well broken by Micheál Lucy, and a good ball in here now, very fast ball to Dennis Shorten. He gives the ball to Sean Concannon. Sean Concannon drives it, but it's gone wide. They will need to settle it down a little bit more, Ballingeary. Sean Concannon was right in there. I think he could have kept going, but then again, a point at this stage would be invaluable to Ballingeary and settle them down again to play some more attacking football. The kick out is going to be taken by Greg Cotter. Johnny Crowley is unhappy with something that's happening in there. I think there's a gathering behind the goals. Or is he talking? He's spoken to the goalkeeper, Greg Cotter, and I believe he possibly is telling him to hurry things up a little bit. Greg quite content with the way things are going, no doubt, and every second counts in this game. He kicks it. Oh, it's low, and it's a bad one, but it's taken by J.A.F.F full-back Dara Holland. That was a very important save by him, and that's wing forward here, almost getting in for Ballingeary. O'Mirlaha. Oh, and he's hopped the ball. Johnny Crowley doesn't agree with Donald O'Mirlaha's efforts to pass that ball, and he gives a free out over there, and so the pressure should be relieved again on Inniscarra. I think this will be taken by Germany again, the captain. He's playing very well there at fullback, at cornerback indeed, son of Mick Cockport secretary, of course, Paddy Manny. Kicky 8, the win is caught. It's taken again by Sean Concannon. He's got a lot of balls since he went in centre forward, more than he was getting at midfield. Fergal Welch wants to take this one in a hurry. Instead, it's taken by Kevin Concannon in a hurry. John O'Driscoll, the perfect pass by him. O'Driscoll has gone round. Oh, beautiful little turn and a lovely point by him. Yes, that's what they need to do. They definitely need to get more ball into John O'Driscoll quicker. That was a lovely little point. From the moment he sold the beautiful dummy, it was always going to be a point by John O'Driscoll. John, of course, who won an All-Ireland medal in midweek up in Croke Park with Cork, or last weekend up in Croke Park with Cork. He'll be hoping to add to his collection today. He has an under-21 medal as well. He'll be hoping for a Meath Cork to hang up as well, make it the 3. It's a fine kick out by Greg Cotter on this occasion. Micheál Lucy managing, and Micheál breaking it down, and possibly he could have caught it, but Martin McDonald is very fast onto the break, and he belts it up here towards John Manley. John Manley gets inside. Brandy Toomey, he's straight through. Is he going to get inside? There's a man on him. It's Concannon. A shot, and it's well blocked by Concannon, and a great save by the cornerback. Great cornerback play. The goalie's kick out Liam Scannons, however, the kick is blocked by the corner forward, and he gets it out further, and this is a let off for Ballingeary. Garrett Creed lofted out to the middle, but Cian Holland is there. There's pressure on Ballingeary at the moment. Cian Holland now trying to set it up here to McDonald. No, John Manley again, the man who missed that, whose shot was blocked down. He's going right through. He kicks a fine kick. It's a massive kick by Manley, and it's gone over the bar, and that's an excellent kick from him from all of 45 metres out, and that puts them 5 points to 2 in front. And I think that's a mistake in the scoreboard over there. Yes, they're changing back again. It should be 5-2, not 3-all. And it's Brandy Toomey to kick out there. But that was a most important block by Michael Concannon, the cornerback. Excellent defence work by him. When Germany was through, he managed to get it down on the ball, block his shot. And as a result, well, in the end, it was a point, but great defence. The ball is being kicked out here. It's coming to Tyger Driscoll. Oh, fabulous fetch by him, but he just couldn't quite hold on to this. He was knocked. Jerry Murphy draws the belt in it. He goes into Brendan O'Donoghue, over here to Cian Holland. Cian Holland now drive it in here to the far side, and that's a fabulous ball into Patsy Connolly attacking. Patsy, the centre forward, he's attacked very well. He's on the other side. He tries to kick it in. It's looking a very good kick, and it's all the way over the bar. And that's a good point again by Inniscarra. They're looking very sharp. 6-4-2. That's a fine point by Patsy O'Connell there. I think that should be 6-2. It says 4-2. They're changing it to 5. I'm not sure that they gave the point while ago at all for Germany's point. I think it should be 5-2 at this stage, but at the moment the scoreboard says 5-2. I think it should be 6. Anyway, we'll wait. The ball is being kicked out into the middle. Concannon goes highest, but it breaks, and again Inniscarra, they're away faster to the break at the moment. Jerry Murphy, a lofter of a kick out to the far side, and there's a free there for from where the ball lands, because the man who kicked the ball was fouled there, so it's going to be free for Inniscarra, and it'll be Patsy Connell, I think, will take it. No, it's not going to be Patsy indeed, it's going to be Tim Murray. Tim Murray is teeing up the ball now at this stage, and yes, it is 5-2. I've got confirmation of that. The scoreline on the scoreboard is correct. It's 5 points to 2 to Inniscarra. They're looking good at the moment, and unless Ballingeary can really do something now before half time with just about 4.5 minutes left, this one is going towards the goals. It's going to go wide, I think, and it's gone wide. But Ballingeary really do need to get on there, get moving at this stage, because there's only about 4 minutes left to half time. They find themselves 5 points to 2 down, having played with a nice strong breeze, and so it remains to be seen how things will go, and they might get a couple of scores yet before half time. Not a whole pile of excitement yet, I suppose, but there has been some passages of very good football indeed. There have been a couple of good goal efforts. Kevin Driscoll now with the ball from that kick out, trying to exhaust his team. I think he's been fouled here under the free. Johnny Crowley was anxious to give him the advantage. Good refereeing, but when he didn't get it, he blew for the free. It's going to be taken by Kevin himself. Ballingeary badly need a score or two. They badly need a goal, to be quite honest. Kevin Driscoll over towards his brother John. It evades him and goes beyond him, and it's Joe Hurley, the centre back. Very good covering by him over towards Germany. Germany now with the ball. Dara Holland, and they seem to be able to find their man at Lib here, and now he leaves it low. It's in towards Patsy Connell. He's doing playing some very well, good football as well, but Kevin Driscoll, his opposite number, picks this one up off of him. Kevin now lost it. A good ball, putting that towards John. Dara Holland, the Inniscarra full back, takes it well and earns the free out. Good play by him, and really, I'm sure Dara is quite content that there hasn't been a whole pile of ball coming in between himself and John O'Driscoll so far. What has come in has been very well contested by both of them. John has got a good point. He had a chance of a goal, but Holland has been very much to the forefront for Inniscarra. Great cutter. He hasn't had as many kicks out in the last quarter. He drives this one good against the breeze. Up they go for it. Well taken by Kevin Driscoll. Great play by him, centre back, and he'll make it burst out the middle of the field. He drives it in towards John O'Driscoll. Oh, it's much too far though, and it's going to go wide. It's gone wide for Ballingeary. It's a bit disappointing for them at this stage because they've had the lion's share of possession, I suppose, in the first half, but they haven't taken their position. Inniscarra, in contrast, have been razor sharp up front. They've taken some beautiful scores, and I do believe they've only kicked one wide, possibly two. Kick out by Greg Cotter to the far side. It's going to go over the line. It's not. It's kept in play by Donald Miller of Ballingeary. Donald Miller to Sean Concannon. Concannon, he lets it go across the square. He's fouled as he kicked it, and that is just a free kick from where the ball ended or from where he was fouled. I'm not quite sure. It's from where he was fouled by the looks of it. The kicker of this, I think, will be Donald, will be Padraig O'Lehan. It's number 13 there for Ballingeary. Not much ball really has gone in towards him. We haven't seen a whole pile of him so far, but he has a chance now. A reasonable chance. It's fairly far out on the wing, but he has the breeze with him, so if he can swing it right across, he might get a point here. It's swung fairly far in, but it's dropped in there and it's on the ground. It's a danger, but it's taken by the Inniscarra full back, I think, and it's Dara Holland driving it out. Good play by him, and it's now Tim Murray, and it's taken away by him from another Inniscarra player, Tim Murray. A massive punch by him out here to this side. Patsy O'Connell is fighting for it with Kevin Driscoll. I think it's a free for Kevin Driscoll. No, the flag is up, and I think it's a line ball to Inniscarra. That's what it is. Patsy O'Connell fighting hard for possession there, earning himself a line ball for Inniscarra, enough to take the pressure off for another couple of moments. I think it's going to be Tim Murray is going to kick this one against that breeze, drive it into the middle there, but it's taken by Kevin Driscoll. He's come very much into the game. Oh, a free there for him. Pity the advantage wasn't left go on that stage, but Johnny Crowley had something to say to Cian Holland about his tackling, so he's held back the play, and it's going to be a line ball or a free right in the middle of the field for Kevin Driscoll. Ballingeary badly needing a score indeed at this stage. Great fine kick across here. It's going to come almost to Concannon. It doesn't. It comes to John O'Driscoll. John O'Driscoll trying to sell a dummy. He's going himself. He's gone through 2 or 3 of them. He's kicking the ball, and it's going to be over the bar, and that's a fine point for John O'Driscoll. Good score. Good score indeed by him. What a fine player he is, showing his class there as he comes through again, and that makes it 5 points to 3 at this stage. Well, Greg Cotter will take this kick out, and he'll be quite glad to I think take this one from the 21, try and relieve the pressure on his team. Greg now kick it off, fine kick against the breeze, and it's Micheál Lucy knock it down to Sean Concannon. Sean Concannon has come into the game a lot. He tries it over to his brother, but his brother, it goes over him to Tim Murray. Tim Murray almost on the ground by Martin McDonnell, unfortunately for him, and he's protesting his innocence, but none of it says Johnny Crowley. It's a free to Ballingeary. Kevin Driscoll will take it, and I'd say he'd like to drop this in on the edge of the square. Maybe he'll drop it over the bar, but it's a massive, it'll be 60-65 metres out, and he'll getting ready there. He's waiting for the ball to be returned to him. Johnny Crowley insisting the free is going to be taken where the foul was committed. Kevin now, he's not going to try the short one to Dennis Shorten because Germany is being very vigilant, and he drive it in, it's swinging to the left, but it's gone to the left and it's gone wide, and that's really something that Ballingeary could do without at this stage. Greg Cotter getting ready for another kick out, this time in the edge of his own area. I think it's very close to half time. It is half time, and Inniscarra will certainly be the more pleased team at this stage, as they lead the game 5 points to 3, and they come out in the second half, and they will hope from their point of view be enjoying the advantage of the breeze. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we're almost ready for action again here after that half-time interval. In this final, both teams have resumed their positions in the field. Ballingeary facing somewhat of an uphill battle possibly, but then again, one never knows. The breeze mightn't be favouring any team as much as we think out here. I don't see any positional changes yet on either of the sides. They seem to be lining out for the second half just as they did in the first half, bar a few positional switches, but no changes in personnel. John O'Driscoll has come to centre forward for Ballingeary by the looks of it, and full forward I see Dennis Shorten. Sean Concannon has gone corner forward, but the other three forwards, Fergal Welsh and Donald Murlaugh and Padraig O'Lehan, are in the same positions. They have Micheál Lucy and Kevin Concannon in midfield, and their defence stays the same. And I'll have to apologise at this stage for Tygo Deneen. I kept calling him Tygo Drishkol in the first half. Tygo Deneen it is, in fact, who is over there in number 5 with the blue shorts. Johnny Crowley again is going to await the departure of the band from the field before he throws in the ball. A wise thing to do, I think, in the circumstances. Both sets of supporters now inciting their teams to greater efforts for this second half. It remains to be seen which side will win this year's Mid-Cork Junior Football Championship final. Not much between the teams. 2 points is a small lead indeed. Johnny Crowley, I think, is almost ready to throw in that ball at this stage. I think there are no positional changes in the Inniscarra team. They seem to have lined out for the second half exactly as they did in the first half. John Crowley is happy. He throws in the ball, and Concannon goes high. Kevin Concannon making a foray up the field in the very first minute of the second half. A great run by him. Oh, but he left the ball behind him, unfortunately, but he manages to get it again. And there's quite a heartlash. Fergal Welsh trying to pick it up in Inniscarra, very much to the forefront in the tackle, and it's a free out there for Jerry Lenihan. Jerry Lenihan down there. It looked promising, but it didn't work out. But I think it might be a sign of things to come. Ballingeary are intent, obviously, getting their heels dug in this half. It's going to be taken by Jerry Lenihan himself. It's not a great one, but it finds its man. It doesn't, because it's knocked out of his hand. Fergal Welsh gets it, trying to turn onto his right, to his left. He doesn't get a chance because he's fouled, so it's going to be a free for Ballingeary. Fergal Welsh being the person that was fouled. Kevin Driscoll is going to be the taker. Kevin strolling away out there to the far side. Getting ready to take this free now. He's steadying himself up. It's a fine punt of a ball. It's going right in there with Keane Holland. John O'Driscoll goes high. He's trying to bust through. He gets a free for his troubles. And the 40-metre line. Fine fetch by John O'Driscoll on that occasion indeed. And it's going to be free for Ballingeary. It's about 40 metres out. It's more or less in front of the goals, but it'll still nevertheless be a difficult one to put over. Tim Murray of Inniscarra managed one from the same position in the first half. John O'Driscoll will be tempting, and it'll be a great boost to Ballingeary if he manages. He drives it. I think it's swinging left. It's gone wide, and it's not gone over. It's a wide ball for Ballingeary there. The ball is going to be kicked out, I think, by Greg Cotter from the edge of his own area. The ball hasn't been returned there by Jerome, the captain, and a stalwart of the Inniscarra defence. Greg out to the wing, vying for it there. Micheál Lucy getting his hands set, but it's Keane Holland is the man who gets the ball. He gets it up to the side, and it beats the 2 men in here. It's inside to Timmy McCarthy. Timmy McCarthy give you a very fast ball to Patsy O'Connell. Patsy O'Connell lofting it in. The goalkeeper is out for it. Liam Scanlon. Liam Scanlon does well. He manages to get it out of the danger zone over to the far side, running for the Sean Concannon. He goes straight for the Inniscarra man, and it's going to be a free in for Inniscarra on the 40-metre line. Sean didn't make any great effort to get to the ball. He flattened the Inniscarra man. Free to them. I think it'll be Germany from about 40 metres out, steadying it up. Sure, swinging it right across. It's looking very good, and it's gone all the ways over the bar. That's an excellent score again from Germanley, and indeed, Inniscarra let off where they finished the first half. They take off again where they finished the first half, kicking points. Ballingeary started the second half as they finished the first half with a wide. They'll be hoping to do better. Brandy Toomey, a figure so prominent in most Ballingeary games, is attempting to kick this one out, getting ready now. It's not a good one, but it goes to his own man. He does get it, and it's Michael Concannon doing very well indeed there to collect that ball under great pressure, drive it over to Fergal Welsh, but I think the bounce is going to beat Fergal, and it's gone over the line, and it's gone for another line ball for Inniscarra on the far side of the field as they lead this game by 6 points to 3. Midfielder Martin McDonald is going to kick this one. He takes a very quick one. I don't think anyone was expected for a moment, but Ronan Maher, now we've seen very little of him, but he collects that ball very smartly, going around his man. He's not left past him by Crowder Lehan. It's a free for Ronan Maher, but Germanley is going to go out, and he's going to take this one again. It's slightly more acute angle than the last one. It's nearer to the sideline, but in the way he's been kicking them today, it's certainly within his range. It could be number 4 for him. He's already got 3 out of the 6 points for Inniscarra. Here he comes. It's about 40 metres out. Oh, it looks very good. It's going to drop in towards the corner, and it's just gone wide there. A dangerous ball it was. Nobody managed to connect with it properly, however, and it's gone wide. Still 6 points to 3. Limas Ganam will take this kick out. The Ballingeary kicks out haven't been going as far as they should. Lima's going to try and loft this one out towards the 45-metre line. It'll be difficult. The breeze is still blowing quite strongly in favour of Inniscarra. It's going to be kicked by Liam. It's gone out more out towards the middle. Mihalus has gone up for it, and so too is Cian Holland, but the ball breaks in Inniscarra man, and that Inniscarra man is Derry Murphy. Derry takes too much out of the ball, says Johnny Crowley. He didn't have much chance of playing it either, and so he's brought up for holding on too long, and it's going to be taken by Kevin Driscoll. Kevin Driscoll looking around to see is there anybody to give it to. He sees Tygo Deneen over on the far side, but now he's marked. Kevin will drive this up the middle towards his brother John. That's precisely where he's putting it, but it's going to be Michal Lucy who gets highest it. He knocks it down, but again it's an Inniscarra man who picks it up, but it's well blocked there by Tyg Deneen. He collects it well, and he lets it on for John O'Driscoll. John is trying to burst through. Free in, says the referee, as he was sandwiched by 2 Inniscarra players. That one was rather hard challenge indeed, as he tried to burst right through the middle of the 2 of them. It's going to be a free for Ballingeary. John is down injured. He's not getting up. He looks pretty shook indeed. He's still there, and the referee's calling for attention. I think maybe he's improving a little bit because he's on his knees at this stage. It seems to be his face he's holding. I don't think he's too badly injured. He's up and he's just a little groggy. He doesn't require attention, and he gets ready to play on. Well, Inniscarra, we're certainly not going to let him go through there, through the middle, as he made a burst for goal. Instead, it's going to be a free. Kevin Driscoll isn't think he'd take it. He placed it, but he's not going to take it. Instead, he left it to number 13, Patrick Lehan. Patrick Lehan is teeing it up for himself now, number 13. A very important kick from about 40 metres out, approximately. A point would do Ballingeary the world of good at this stage. 6 points to 3 behind. He swung it. It might swing back. It doesn't. It's gone wide again, and it's on the right side this time. Wide ball for Ballingeary. And indeed, it must be fairly heartbreaking to see those ones just go wide of the post. But it's Greg Cotter to go to take another kick out for Inniscarra. It's kicked out to the middle. It's broken. Again, Inniscarra ran to the break. Jerry Linehan, very fast swing back here. Very sharp on the break. But it's well blocked, taken off him by Michal Lucy. But Ronan Maher, the corner forward, he's on a roving commission. I think he's away out here in the middle of the field, even beyond his own midfield to Cian Holland. Cian Holland drives a massive kick in here. It's towards, I think it's blocked down by Sean Concannon, and it's taken by centre forward, and it's a goal. Back of the net, a great goal. Back of the net there by centre forward, I think it was Brendan Donoghue who buried that ball. The ball broke there. It was a mighty kick in by Cian Holland. Brendan Donoghue picked it up, and he smartly took a couple of steps, took a toe to hand and a hop, and he buried it in the net. Well, Ballingeary are in big trouble now. They'll really have to try and pull themselves together. They're 6 points behind. 1-6 to 0-3. The ball has been kicked out by Brandy Toomey out to the middle of the field. Kevin Concannon going high. It's fabulous fetch by him. He's trying to break up into this side of the field. He lets it go in here towards John O'Driscoll, free from where the ball lands because he was fouled as he kicked that ball. John O'Driscoll was the man who had it anyway. It's going to be taken by Kevin Driscoll. Kevin Driscoll now. Well, Ballingeary definitely need to score at this stage. Kevin, wondering is he going to lob it in. I think he's going to lob it right in towards the edge of the goals. It's a lovely kick by Kevin Driscoll. A beautiful kick in towards the edge. John O'Driscoll can't get his hands to it. Taken by the goalkeeper, Greg Cotter. Greg Cotter drive it out here. I think it might make the sideline before anybody gets to it. It does make the sideline, and it's going to be a line ball for Ballingeary. So Ballingeary to try and keep up the pressure here at this stage. It's a low one in for Dennis Shorten. Dennis Shorten, it's punted away there by Martin McDonald. Martin McDonald, a massive kick down to this side. Here comes Sean Concannon and Tim McCarthy. Tim McCarthy, oh, it's beaten him, but it's going to be a line ball for Inniscarra, I'm quite sure, because it went off of Michael Concannon, and Inniscarra line ball there. It's going to be taken, I think, by Martin McDonald. Martin looking to see is there anybody available. Nobody coming to him at this stage. So he decides to place the ball, and I think he'll probably put this one in towards the goal. He drives it in. It's not going across where he would have liked it to go, I think. Tim McCarthy's got it there from the break. He swings the high ball across. It's a dangerous looking ball, but it's going to swing too far to the left, and it's gone wide. Tim was a bit unlucky. The wind could have been more helpful to him, but it wasn't. So it's an Inniscarra, or so it's a wide ball for Inniscarra. It's going to be taken. The kick out is going to be taken by the goalkeeper this time, Nimas Gannon. He's having a little busy time in the start of the second half. 1-6 to 0-3. 6 points of a difference between the sides. Liam Scanlon. Kick it out to the far side of the field. Up they go for it there. I think it's taken by Tyg Dineen. Tyg Dineen fetching that one. But the referee had blown the whistle, and he had given a free out. Yes, he had given a free out to Tyg Dineen. It's thrown back by the Inniscarra player, but I think it's going to be from where the foul was. It's going to be taken by Kevin Driscoll. Kevin Driscoll now stepping back. He's going to have a long drive at this one. He's going to try and put it as far as he can. Right up here, it's a fine kick against the breeze. The wind is holding it up there. John doesn't go for it at all. It comes instead to Martin McDonald, who left it out to the far side to Jerry Lennon. Jerry Lennon, very sharp, going back to John Manley, full forward. Very, very good play by him. Brandy Toomey holding him up as he tried to get around there, and it's going to be a free in for him on the 55 metre line. I would say this free is. It's going to be taken by, it looks like, Tim Murray going to be the kicker on this occasion. Tim Murray, the wing back there, number 5. He's already got 1 point from a free. This could be his second. It's about 55 metres out. Good kick. It's going to drop in there in the corner, but the whistle has been blown, and it's going to be a free out for infringing on the square there by, I think, Martin McDonald possibly is. Ballingeary are ringing the changes. John O'Driscoll is going midfield. Kevin Concannon is going back to centre forward. The kick out by Liam Scanlon. Up they go for it. Knocked down by Inniscarra, taken by Garrett Creed, but his shot is blocked by Martin McDonald. Kevin Driscoll tackling him, but Martin McDonald still has the ball. He plays it in towards Tim McCarthy. Tim McCarthy trying to get inside. He's got inside his man. He's still going for goal. He's on the 14. He's well inside it. He's heading for the net. He leaves it out there. Oh, but it's a free out. Johnny Crowley wasn't happy with the pass. He said he threw it, or that it wasn't a proper pass. So indeed the free is going to be on the edge of the Ballingeary. But that was danger there for a moment as Tim McCarthy bore down on goal. He caught well inside the Ballingeary cover, but he didn't manage to get his pass across properly. Kick free on the edge of his own area from Liam Scanlon. A good one right out here to the middle of the field. But Keane Holland going highest. Knocking it down here to Brendan O'Donoghue. Brendan O'Donoghue going toe to hand down the right hand side to John Manley. John Manley now trying to take a kick in there. It's blocked down by the fullback Brandy Toomey, who was being very vigilant indeed, and instead it goes out for a 45 for Inniscarra. There's 12 minutes gone in this second half. There's about 18 left. Plenty of time in the game yet for Ballingeary to come back. However, it's Inniscarra with the ball, Inniscarra with possession, Inniscarra having all the pressure at the moment. They've got a 45. It's going to be wing back Tim Murray. It looks a good kick, but it's just swung to the right and wide, just swung slightly. Perhaps Tim was allowing a bit too much for the wind that time. It was very, very much inclined to swing the Ballingeary forward kicks to the left in the first half and wide. The Inniscarra kicks so far have gone to the right and wide. Liam Scanlon, he's busy now. The man in the dark tracksuit down there, kicking a fine into the middle of the field. John Driscoll goes highest and manages to fetch beautifully. He's fouled as he does so. He takes a quick free, a good one to Tyg Deneen. Tyg Deneen fetches well and lets the ball go here to... He doesn't, he keeps it himself. Lets a nice one out here to Crowher Lehan, to Pat Lehan. Pat Lehan going up the wing. Great play by him, but he's being well harassed by Germani. He's still going, it's Pat Lehan, still going strong. Germani is still back to harass him, however. Very good defence work and forward play at the moment. Fergal Brannock with a lofter across the goals. A great ball. Has Lucy got it? He hasn't. It's knocked away from him by an Inniscarra defender. Kevin Concannon taking it well. He could try for a point. He can't. There's too many around him. He's being made go out to the wing, but he's making good efforts towards ground. A fine kick across by Kevin Concannon. Too far, but it's well fetched there by Ballingeary corner forward, and the umpire has signalled that the ball had just gone wide. So from that pressure comes to naught. Unluckily for Ballingeary, they made a great effort to get a score there, but it all came to nothing in the end for them. Ray Cotter will be quite content that this kick out is from the edge of his area rather than from the 21. He's placing the ball. The men in the nice light blue, sky blue jersey. Ballingeary are beginning to ring the changes. There's a sub getting ready here on the near side. It's kicked out there and it's fought for, but Cian Holland pick it up. Ballingeary are not picking up the breaks. Well taken here by Tim McCarthy. Brendan O'Donoghue. Garrett Creed puts in the boot a bit too strongly, says Johnny Crowley, so it's a free. It's going to be taken by Cian Holland. Sub getting ready for Ballingeary. It's number 16 and it's Tygo Meenacon. Tygo Meenacon will be going in shortly to the fray, I reckon. It's kicked right across the field here and it's right towards Sean Concannon. Sean Concannon pick it up. He's been quiet for a while. That left boot of his swing it over to the side, but unfortunately he's not as accurate this time as he usually can be, and it's gone out over the line and sorry for a sideline. In goes the sub Tygo Meenacon. It remains to be seen who's going to come off. Ballingeary now have to make some drastic. I think it's this man here near me, and it's Donald Murray, I think, is coming off, unfortunately for him. The kick is a long one down to this side, and it's taken, very well taken there, and pass outcome, great passing there by the Martin into Patsy O'Connell. Patsy O'Connell received that ball there from number 10 and he swings it across and it hits the post and it goes wide, but a very smart move by Inniscarra. Brendan O'Donoghue laying on a very smart pass to centre forward Patsy O'Connell. Patsy had a shot from an acute angle with his right boot, but it swung, just hit the post and went wide. Ballingeary have pushed Fergal Welch over to this side, I think. Tygo Deneen is gone in at right half forward, number 16, the man with the bandage or the dark bandage around his knee. Now he's coming to this side. It's knocked down there. Kevin Driscoll's on the break. He's fouled as he tries to come out. There's quarter of an hour gone. About 14 minutes left at this stage, I make it. Tyg Deneen is actually on this side of the field, number 16, and Fergal Welch is staying on the other side. Kevin Driscoll. Beautiful fetch by Driscoll. He's a fabulous judge of a ball. He's fouled again, and he's fouled twice as he tries to take that. Yes, that ball is being brought up by John Crowley and quite an order too to bring it up there 10 yards, because John O'Driscoll was fouled as he kicked it as well. So it's 50 metres out, I would say, maybe more. He'll try and loft it in towards Kevin Concannon. No, he doesn't. He takes a shot from to Dennis Shorten. Shorten trying to make his way towards goal. Tyg Deneen, the wing back. He is making a burst for it. He's gone right in. He takes a shot and oh, it's just gone wide. A mighty effort by Tyg Deneen. No, yes, by Tygo Deneen. It was a great ball by Driscoll to Shorten. Shorten passed it out there to Tygo Deneen, and he made a great effort. I think he was quite right to go for a goal. He had a half a chance. It just went wide. Maybe it's what Ballingeary need to lift them. Maybe not. But the crowd thought it was a goal because the net rippled, but was on the side netting, unfortunately for Ballingeary. Inniscarra are happy that it went wide. The kick out has been taken by their Martin MacDonald. It's not Martin MacDonald, but it's cleared out by the men, John Ahern it was actually, and it's well taken out there, but now it's Inniscarra on the break. They're counter-attacking here. Manley on the ball, trying to pick it up. He can't. Brandy Toomey's in close attention. He's got the ball. I'd say he'll get it. If he doesn't, he manages to fist it out over here towards his wing back. Garrett, it's not Garrett, it is Garrett Creed, but the ball is taken off him and it's Brendan Donoghue. Inniscarra making tracks for goal. Donoghue's gone in. It could be a goal. It's not. It's right across the face of the goals. The excitement is high now here in Carrigadrahud, and we've had goal incidents on both sides. And Ballingeary, the one above, Tyg Deneen, the wing back on that occasion. Brendan O'Donoghue bore down on the Ballingeary goals. His shot flashed right across the goals and wide, and indeed danger on both sides. A goal at this stage for Inniscarra would really probably finish the game, but it wasn't a goal, and so it's still hanging there. Ballingeary still have time to come back. They've got 12 minutes. Inniscarra will be hoping to take on another score or two and put the game out of their reach. 6 points in it, 1-6-3. Micheál Lucy couldn't hold it. It's breaking to John O'Driscoll. Too many players around him. Tim McCarthy. Driscoll gets it though. And getting out 1 tackle, 2 tackles, managed to get it to Sean Concannon. He's being harassed by 2 or 3 Inniscarra players. They can't go anywhere. There's Inniscarra players everywhere. The ball has been kicked right across by him under pressure, but it's taken there to Ballingeary's advantage by Sean Concannon. Sean Concannon to Tygo Dineen. Dineen lets it go in fast, but Shorten was out, but he's being adjudged by the referee to have fouled Dara Holland, and the free has been given against him. It'll be taken by Joe Hurley, their centre back. Joe Hurley, he'll try and drive this down as far as he can, relieve the pressure. That attack looked a bit promising until it was broken up by Dara Holland. A fine catch, and well onto it again is Fergal. Well, she's playing a good second half now. Then he's trying to pick out his man here. He drives a good ball, a very good ball here towards Crahura Lihan. Crahura Lihan with the ball now going to the hand, number 13. But Germani is watching him closely. He lost it right across. It remains to be seen where it will drop into the hands of an Inniscarra. Jory Linehan very safe. Oh, he's been deep dispossessed by Micheál Lucy, but he in turn couldn't pick up the ball. He was in luck, and the ball is ended up in Jory Linehan's hands again. This is amazing. Concannon's got it now. Kevin Concannon's got a man inside him. He doesn't see him. He kicks it, and it's gone over the bar. A point for Ballingeary. Maybe it's just what they need to get back in the game. That was almost a comedy of errors over there just a moment ago. 2 or 3 different players had the ball. It was swiped out of their hands. It knocked out of their hands, picked up by opposing players, and eventually ended up in the trusty left boot of Kevin Concannon and put it over the bar. Maybe it's the spur Ballingeary need. 1-6-4. 11 minutes left. 5 points in it. They'll really need to apply the pressure from here on in. Greg kicking out. Not a brilliant one, but it reaches his man. It doesn't because it's knocked away, and it's picked up by Michael Concannon, Sean Concannon towards Carhora Lihan. He's very much to the forefront into Fergal, but it's blocked away from him by Jory Linehan. Great play by the wing back. Bad kick when Concannon's got it again. He's making for goal. He's on the and he's being fouled as he goes through. There was another half a chance for Ballingeary. They're lifting their game. They're trying harder. Fergal Welsh with a vital free. Kevin Concannon was bursting right through. Well, the game, if he gets this, could really rise. We hope it will. He is being told by his mentors to kick it over the bar. Plenty of time left. He was going to take a fast one, but it's been blocked off there by John Ahern. John Ahern, a very vigilant cornerback. Here's Fergal. It's over the bar. 1-6-5. Maybe we'll see a mighty finish. It's possible. Ballingeary fans are exhorting their team. Their mentors are getting excited here near me too. They're beginning to believe that they can get into this game. For the first time, really, they're mounting a massive assault on the Inniscarra goals. 1-6-5. Could the comeback be on? Greg Cotter kicking out from the 21 this time and the last time. Next score is absolutely vital for both teams. It's a better kick from Greg, but it's taken by Welsh. A great catch, but the ball was taken off him, and Johnny Crowley awards him the free. It was well caught by Fergal Walsh. He's protesting that the ball, and it's 10 yards, yes, because the Inniscarra man did not release the ball. Johnny Crowley very insistent that the rules are applied firmly, as indeed he is on all occasions. Be taken by Kevin Driscoll. Kevin standing back, he's going to loft this in. Oh, Ballingeary, he'd love a goal. A massive kick by Driscoll. It's, a teaser is what you'd call it. It hung there in the air. Kevin Concannon appeared to be getting his fist through it, but Johnny Crowley decided that indeed was a free out. The players must have been in the square infringing before the ball came in. It's going to be taken by Greg Cotter. Greg Cotter again. A sub in for Inniscarra. A sub coming in. We haven't yet seen what number he is. And it is Pat Power. Number 19, Pat Power is coming in. Who is going off? It looks like John Ahern, the cornerback, has gone off. Pat Power is in, but Power is coming in here at mid. He's not. It's the ball has been kicked out. We'll follow the play. John O'Driscoll with a beautiful leap. He's being held again, and it's a litany of fouls on him at this stage. But anyway, the play goes on. He took a quick free, but not to his benefit because it was well read there by number 5, the wingback, and it's played out here to Pat Power. Wingback getting his first touch of the ball. He decides not to mess around and let it up. Fabulous catch by Timmy McCarthy, the wing forward 13. He lets it go low towards Manley, but the corner fullback is there. He gets his boot to the ball, but it goes in Inniscarra man. Brendan Dunno, he lets it for Patrick Connell, the centre forward there. He's being harassed there and taken too many steps, says the referee with that ball, and I think he could have possibly been right. I couldn't get a full view of what was happening, but he certainly seemed to have the ball a long time, and it's going to be taken by Brown Down Atuma. Brandy ready to take it. Look here, number 16, says the Ballingeary men. Our man is loose. It's not going to come to him though, because he's now being picked up by wing back Tim Murray, big strong wing back. This is into the middle, but it's well taken by Cian Holland, and that's a definite free for him in the middle of the field. Inniscarra gradually edging the pressure off themselves, pushing the ball down towards the Ballingeary goal mouth again, and the free will be taken by Tim Murray. It's about 55 metres out approximately. Tim steadying himself, driving. It's too much to the right, but it won't go wide. It's taken by Michael Concannon. He's trying to bust his way out. He does so too. He's under pressure, but he's dropped the ball. He's left it to an Inniscarra man, but he kicks it wide, and that was a big let-off for Inniscarra, for Ballingeary rather, because Michael Concannon, in his efforts to come over that ball, didn't do what he wanted with it really. Inniscarra man managed to get it, and he swung it wide. They're awaiting a ball. There's about 7 minutes left. Still time enough for either side to get a few more scores. 1-6-5. Reasonably low scoring game indeed. Liam Scanlon, he'll try and lob this one over here to this side to Micheál Lusa. He's going to be going up with Cian Holland. Holland goes highest, but Lucy breaks it down to Kevin Driscoll, who makes a foray out of defence, and he's harassed and fouled as he goes out. At this stage, the Ballingeary play is being broken up considerably by fouls, but Inniscarra very, very, not fouling in around the goals. When they do break up the attacks, they break them up about 60-70 yards out. And the ball's been broken by Fergal Welsh, and it's taken by Tadhg Deneen, the wing back, and he's on another break. He's giving it to Concannon. Concannon is steadying, and he kicks it wide. Oh, he could have done better there. Tadhg Deneen has done very well over there on the far wing in this half. He's attacked at every opportunity, and he has really been the cause of a lot of the resurgence in the Ballingeary team. He's laid that one onto Kevin Concannon, but Kevin, who usually slots those over, didn't do it so on that occasion. This one's taken by his brother, Sean Concannon. Sean lobbing it up in the air to John O'Driscoll. O'Driscoll will surely get this one. He gets it. A pass towards Dennis Sharton. Sharton now on the far side 15. We haven't seen a whole pile of him today. Towards Micheál Lusa. Micheál Lusa back to Dennis Sharton. He's there a way through. A nice kick by him. He swung a beauty, and that's a superb point. Just as I said, we didn't see much of Dennis Sharton. He pops up in a lovely 1-2-3 and over the bar. 1-6-6. It's anybody's game. There's 5 minutes left. Ballingeary applying the pressure. 1-6-6. Craig Cotter coming out to take the kick out. I don't think he's going to rush too much. He's facing the ball now. 1-6-6. 3 points in it. We might have a grandstand finish. It's getting closer all the time. The kick is swung to the far side. It's beaten them all, and it's taken by Sean Concannon, but Cian Holland or Dara Holland was out there to boot that ball well away. And Tadhg Deneen again. What a stormer of a match he's having. A great game. He belts it out to this side, but it's taken away by Dara Holland again. And this time it's on Jerry Linehan. Jerry Linehan, their trusty wing back, trying to come over with that ball. He's taken it too far, says the referee. Free into Ballingeary. The free is going to be taken by Fergal Welsh. They were a trifle lucky possibly to get that one. It's going to be taken anyway by Fergal Welsh. The crowd are roaring them on now to greater endeavours, but are Inniscarra strong enough to stand off and hold out for the rest of the game. It's kicked in. Concannon almost feeling it. Inniscarra their numbers. Dara Holland bursting out. He's not going anywhere. It's blocked down. It's a half a chance. It's kicked by Driscoll. It's over the goal. He's got it. And now he's got a good clearance out here to this side. There was a half a chance there, and he's taken here by the sub, Pat Power, number 19. He's holding up the ball very, very intelligently. Let it, and it's a great ball. It could be a knock on here. It's almost Inniscarra right through. It's a chance of a goal now for Inniscarra, and it's in number 13. He takes his shot, but it's going to swing wide, I think. And that was a chance there also for Tim McCarthy, I think, number 13, as he swung across there. So we've action at both ends at this stage. And Ballingeary player protesting in the middle of the field after Johnny Crowley that possibly they should have had a penalty above. I don't really think so from where I was. Perhaps there was. He's actually booking Sean Concannon at this stage, but I don't think that's going to do Sean much good really to be arguing with Johnny Crowley like that, because That this decision has been made, and that's it, and it's going to be a kick out here by Liam Oscannon. The kick out is going to be taken. I would say about 2.5-3 minutes left. There wasn't much time for injuries or anything, just a moment while John O'Driscoll was down. Micheál O'Lusa, his shot is blocked down by a multitude of Inniscarra players and is taken by Brendan Dunno. He slips by Micheál O'Lusa. He's gone down the right hand side of the field. It's hard to see what's happening down there with all the invaders. It's being played back out by him too. A nice kick across, dangerous ball. Liam Oscannon gets to it, but it's a free out, says the referee. It was swung across there, I would suspect, by the wing forward or by the corner forward, but it's going to be a kick out. It's going to be taken by Liam Oscannon again. He won't have many more kicks to take, I suspect. His team are 3 points down. There's about 2 minutes in it. The kick is going to be to the far side of the field. It's going to be taken. John O'Driscoll's going for it. He doesn't get there. I think he was pushed in the back. No, free, says the referee. Martin McDonald, Mayor Manley. He's going to try and loft one. It's going to go wide again. Liam Oscannon is wasting no time. He's got a spare ball beside the goals. He's going to have another kick out. Time is running out. They've got 2 minutes about left to go up and get a score, and I think they'll need a goal at this stage. They'll hardly have time for 3 points. It's 1-6 to 0-6. It's been driven out to the near wing. Tygon Weenacon is there, but it's Tim McCarthy. He's been very sharp for Inniscarra. McCarthy deciding not to go for a kick, drops it on the ground, takes the kick, swings it across. It's a high kick. Tygon is there. Fabulous catch by him again. He's definitely been Ballingeary's most consistent performer. He takes a quick free as well. Very good one. Knocked down, and John O'Driscoll's got it. Knocked down by Concannon to John O'Driscoll. He's trying to make a burst up the middle. He's going hell for leather. He's been followed by McDonald, and the free is from where the ball landed, because John O'Driscoll was fouled on the 70 metre line, but the free is on about the 35 metre line, and rightly so. It's going to be taken by John O'Driscoll. It's not. He's not too sure. He's looking for instructions from the sideline. What will I do? Will I go pop it in? Will I go for a goal? Will I put it over the bar? He takes a quick one to Denny Shorten. Shorten is going for goal. He's on the 30. He's on the 21. He takes a shot, but it's blocked by Dara Hall and Joe Hurley, and he belts it out to this side of the field, where there's going to be an Inniscarra man to get it, and it's going to be taken by Tim McCarthy. He's being blocked, well blocked down there by Gar Creed, and it's Patsy Connell looking for the ball, and the ball has gone out on this side here. The ball often in Inniscarra man, it's going to be Michael Concannon to kick it. It could be their last effort to get the ball up. Michael Concannon now. Michael, a fine kick by him right in here towards the middle of the field. Kevin Driscoll is trying to get it. It's going to go over there to Cian Holland. Ty Dingin puts it in the boot, but it's picked up by Inniscarra. Tim Murray with the ball. A fine ball over here towards Pat Power. Power, if he gets it, it could be dangerous for Ballingeary, but no, it's booted away by wing-back. The wing-back over there, and he lands up inside in the dugout. I think there isn't much more time left. Could be a second, could be a minute. It depends how much time Johnny Crowley allows at this stage. Fergal, it's a Ballingeary line ball actually. It must have gone off in Inniscarra man. The last attack, I would say, definitely. Fergal Brannock kicking it in. There's time for an attack, says John Older. He's left to Kevin Concannon. Concannon fighting for the ball over there. I think the ref will toss it up in the air. Yes, that will be the fairest decision indeed at this stage. The ball has been thrown up. Kevin Concannon goes high, but it's going to be picked up by an Inniscarra man, I think. No, it's not. It's a Ballingeary man. The free has been given. It's a free in for Ballingeary. Surely one last onslaught. They're all queuing up for it. John O'Driscoll's going in. Is Concannon going in? He's trudging towards the goals. It's going to be taken by Fergal Brannock. It's a last gasp effort, I would say. Can they pull it out of the fire? 1-6 to 0-6. It's a lovely ball by Fergal Welsh. Not close enough to the goal. Ty Deneen has got it. Ty Deneen has been fouled as he was trying to go through, and definitely I think I thought for a moment, it's a penalty. It's a penalty. Unbelievable. And well, yes, Ty Deneen was fouled. I didn't think from here it was out inside the penalty area, but the penalty, Ballingeary are absolutely celebrating. They've got to put it in the net yet. That is the only thing about it. I'm sure the kicker will be Kevin Concannon. He's got a last gasp chance. Johnny Crowley is going in to discuss it with his umpires, and I think they give him the all clear that was definitely a penalty. From here it was a bit far out to see. Inniscarra players are absolutely incensed. No, it's not a penalty. I was sure it was. No, it's not. Inniscarra are happy. Concannon is going to have to go for a goal. He drives it, it stopped, and it's belted out 50 yards, and it's all over. That was almost the most dramatic of finishes. And Ballingeary, I think, thought they had a penalty got, but they didn't, and Inniscarra lived to win the championship game. Final score, 1-6 to 0-6. Right, Andrew, am I taking something else? No. I'm taking the tripod. No, I need a tripod, yeah.
Okay. Okay, Accord. On behalf of the Mid-Cork board, it is my privilege to congratulate both teams on a very entertaining display of football. We had plenty of excitement and good football. We were on tender hooks there towards the end. We thought it was going to end up level. We'd have another day out of it. However, that wasn't to be, but I think both teams deserve to be complimented on a great display, particularly Inniscarra on their victory. It is a unique occasion, and that is their first football championship. We have come to know them as hurlers rather than footballers, but I think they proved today that they can play the big ball as well. And we wish them the best of luck in their first round, first of all, against Passage, and hope they go on to win a county football championship. For Ballingeary's part, I suppose victory is never welcome, or defeat rather, is never welcome. But I must say, true to their spirit, they never threw in the towel, and they gave us a grandstand finish. And I think on the basis of what we saw today, this Ballingeary team will be around for a while, and hopefully their turn is not too far off. I would like to take the opportunity to thank Johnny Crowley and his team of officials for their very competent handling of the game. I think they did an excellent job. And to thank the Canopy Club and compliment them on their very splendid arrangements and the condition of their field as well. As I said already, I want to wish Inniscarra on behalf of the division and the clubs of the division best of luck in their efforts to win the county. I know it is a very unique occasion. I would ask Rooney to present the trophy, seeing that his son is captain. It is a rather unusual occurrence, so I'll ask Pat now to present the trophy.
Or current show Glocka, the firm Pella in Inniscarra. It gives me great pleasure to represent this cup on behalf of Inniscarra. I'd like to thank the selectors, John Feeney and George Spillane, for all the effort they've put into it. I'd like to thank our trainer and coach for all the help he's given us, Johnny Maney. I'd like to thank now one man. I think a lot of credit is due to him down through the years. He's stuck with football in Inniscarra, and that man is Tim Crimmon. I also like to thank another man, and I'm sure the lads appreciate him very much down through the year, and that's Bill Connell. I'd like to thank Ballingeary for a good sporting game. I know I'd like to do a cheers. Hip hip! Hip hip. Hip hip. Thanks, lads.
Okay. There is one other little item which we have to do, and in a few words there, I forgot also to thank John Kelleher for his generous sponsorship. He is sponsoring the Man of the Match, first of all, award, but he has, of course, as well sponsored our Junior Football Championship this year, John Kelleher of John Kelleher Insurances, and we are glad to have John's sponsorship and his help, and it has certainly meant a lot to us in the board. So I am sure that it will be appreciated by the general public as well, and I'm sure when you go to do business, you won't forget John. So thanks very much, John, and John has very kindly sponsored the Man of the Match award as well, and the winner is Brendan O'Donoghue of Inniscarra. Here's the camera.
Great.
Well done, Brendan, mate.
Well done, Brendan. Well done, Brendan. Well done, Brendan. Inniscarra. Yay! Yay! Don't break it! Yes.
How's my man gone to?
Great job. No problem. Well, here we are in the with the victorious Inniscarra team, and beside me I have their star full forward, Germanley. You must have been very pleased with your own contribution to today's game.
It's a tough game for us. We came in as underdogs. Well, in our own minds we came in as underdogs. We heard about Ballingeary for the last couple of weeks, how good they were. Give them their credit, the best man they had was John O'Driscoll. He played very well. We should have beaten them by more. We left a lot of scores after us in the second half, but we came through in the end. Nearly penalty there near the end. We were very lucky, but we deserved it, I think, on the day.
At what stage of the year did you really decide you were going to win this Mid-Cork Championship? You're more usually renowned with your hurling, and I mean, at the start of the year you wouldn't have been, well, people wouldn't think you were serious contenders, but did you make a decision early on that, well, we're going all out for it this year, or was it as time went on you decided to?
Well, as time went on, really. We were beating the first round of our hurling championship and played Blarney, and once we beat Blarney we decided to give it a go, and it was great turnout of training. And the effort, really, the spirit in this team has been the best team I've ever been on, and hopefully now we can go all the way. Designed to stop us in our minds, and we just thought after the Blarney game, it was ours, like, that we thought there was nothing left there, really. We heard about Blarney being so good, but we beat them as well. So.
And so I think it's Passage you're meeting next in the county. How do you fancy your chances in that scene?
Well, it was just we take every game as it comes. I don't know a lot about Passage. They were a very good senior team there a couple of years ago, but they seem to have faded, but they seem to be coming again now, so we just have to wait and see.
Well, all I can do is wish you the best of luck, Jar, in that championship as well. Hopefully you'll be out of Mid-Cork by next year. Come on, Cathy. Well, here we are at the victorious dressing room after this Mid-Cork final, and I have with me the chairman of the Inniscarra Football Club, Tim Cremen. You must be delighted.
Delighted is hardly the word to hardly describe it. Thrilled after about 13 years, I think, I'm involved with the footballers, and at this stage, utterly delighted. I have no words.
It's a really quick rise to fame for you. You were playing B football only about 2 years ago when actually Ballingeary were playing in a final, and now you're champions yourselves.
Yes, well, I suppose we were a shade lucky to be down B in the first place, would be my view, but with the last 5 years I considered we were equally as good at football as Hurling if we got the breaks.
Is there any hope or any chance now that football will take over from Hurling as the first game in Inniscarra?
Actually, no, I don't think so. I'd say first love in Inniscarra is Hurling, and the footballers were lucky probably for Inniscarra to go in the first round of the Hurling Championship. That was probably the winning of it. No, there's nothing against Hurling or anything like that, but Hurling, I'd say, will be always first love in Inniscarra.
Were you worried at any stage in today's game? I mean, after all, you were leading at half-time, having played against the Breeze, and were you worried at any stage?
Well, I'd have to say I was worried in the finish, but our first half display, I think, was the winning of the match. We had a tremendous first half and scored great points. We played against a strong wind, and we scored 5 points in the first half, 5-3, and that was had a great settling effect on our team. Every time Ballingeary scored, we seemed to come back, and we were unlucky not to get a few more scores. But in the last kick of the ball, I'd have to say I was under pressure.
You must have trained very hard for this game because your players seem to be very fit. They were coming back from the forward line to help out in the first half, and they were still running at the end. You must have done a lot of hard training.
Yeah, the training was exceptional. The players now, there was some 24 players on the panel, and they gave exceptional commitment. We had an outside man, John Manny from Kanturk, from the hometown to train him, and they gave everything. I'd have to say everything, and that was the winning of it today. Commitment from the word go, that was the winning of it.
And from here now, where do you think you'll go?
Well, we'll take it match by match, but we'll hope to go the whole way.
Well, I can only wish you the best of luck in that, and hopefully you'll be out of our way in Mid Cork next year and all the other teams. Okay, thanks Tim.